Welcome to the Flight Control Podcast. I am your host, Oddball, and joined with me, as always, is my wingman, Lokke. What's up, dude?
What's up? Dude, so pumped to be here.
Yeah, if you guys weren't paying attention, I don't know how many regulars we got on this, but we skipped a week, and that is completely Lokke's fault, so just blame him.
Yep, my fault. I'll take the L. I'll take the L.
No, it's all right. It gave me time to post another video on the channel, and then
Oh,
we
nice.
can have this one coming out Wednesday, and
Yeah.
that'll be pretty chill, pretty chill.
Pretty chill. I'm
Yeah,
excited to be here, though. A week
yeah,
late, but hey, we're
Um,
here.
yeah. Episode 6 of the Flight Control Podcast is kind of crazy. We're
Pretty
getting
big.
closer to 10 episodes. Most podcasts don't make it to 10 episodes, so which is kind of crazy to think about. So
I didn't know that statistic. That's pretty cool.
yeah,
I mean, pretty unlucky,
I
I
mean it's
guess.
unfortunate for
Yeah. But
yeah.
for us, we're looking good.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, how was your week, man? I know we kind of want to talk about another TV show, but I'll just check in, see how you're doing. What's going
Yeah.
on in your realm of existence?
Oh, same old kind of. I just been hanging out, trying to work out more. Got a membership up at the Y, so I've been going there.
Nice.
And
A
been
membership's
pl-
expensive.
Oh yeah, it's expensive, but I'm rich, so um
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, you just don't have to pay like real rent.
Whoa, okay,
Calm
whoa.
down.
That's ain't true. That ain't true, buddy.
Yeah,
I pay
no.
big money.
Yeah, you pay like not even like half of a real rent.
Yeah. You done?
Yeah.
Jeez.
as someone as someone that's had to struggle with how
Yeah,
expensive it is
what are you
on
paying?
in the Pacific Northwest.
What are you paying?
Yeah, I mean, okay, shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
I have years of living on my own. Okay,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
no,
All right.
it's
But
okay.
yeah,
It's not as
I just
expensive as having a mortgage, so that's whatever.
so mhm.
Yeah,
But yeah, just been living life. I'm getting ready to do some more hikes, getting better weather, clear
oh,
stuff. So I'm
cool.
excited for that. Yeah,
You're gonna start some like outdoor boys content.
dude, that is my dream to be able to go out there and like survive in the wilderness.
I mean, you
So
got a GoPro. Just like get like a little selfie stick thing attachment for it if you don't
multiple
already have it.
batteries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
multiple batteries and some tripods, and then just go for it, dude. I
Hmm.
think what a lot of people like in this day and age, because now with like AI becoming such a big thing and like so many different like types of influencers out there, I think a lot of people are getting more drawn to like authentic people that are like real and like tangible, that aren't fake, because I think a lot of the times people put on personas on the internet, and I think what a lot of people like, especially with Outdoor Boys, if you guys don't know that channel, it's just check it out. Outdoor Boys, they're a huge outdoor YouTube channel, and the guy Luke, he's just a real dude. Like he's like authentic. He's just a normal guy. He's like a dad, and it's just really entertaining to watch people like that.
Yeah. I mean, he's a normal guy, but then he's not because he has such intense knowledge of the outdoors and everything else. Like he's a good he's good at talking, good at doing all that he does. So I wouldn't say he's a normal person. I'd say he's a pretty extra cool
Well,
person.
I think he feels like a real person. Like having like knowledge of the outdoors is, I think it comes with just time and experience, which is something he's like talked about with like his son, because his son had that whole like did his own like overnight camping thing out in the woods, and he's
Right.
like, how I learned about that? By like making a mistake. So like a lot of things that you learn are just like from mistakes. Like you just like
Right.
learn from them. I don't know. Like
They stick with
people
you.
don't just like have all that knowledge and then start doing outdoor stuff. Like
Exactly.
you like learn as you go. I
That's
don't know.
true. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of like been my experience like with YouTube. Like I didn't have that much experience doing YouTube, and then I just started and I learned like how to make proper thumbnails, like how to do like pacing in certain videos, like what works and things like that. I don't know. That's
Right.
yeah.
No, that's I I can see that like visibly on your channel and doing really good, dude. And but I also hear that from like every YouTuber. It's like just the you don't know what you're getting into until you get into it, and you then eventually learn from there and progress, and it's just like self-building from there.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's just life too. Life is
Right.
about change and about growth. Um, and so like you know, as you go through life, you just experience different things and you um go with that. I don't know.
That's what
It's
we are.
crazy.
Just a bunch
Yeah.
of experiences toppled on each other.
Yeah. Experiences like watching one of the most peak shows ever, Invincible.
Yeah,
Um
what a great transition.
yeah. It's not great if you point it out.
No, dude, it's
No, I'm
gotta
just
be.
kidding.
Oh, it's good.
Um yeah, I mean, we both really just want to kind of touch on that. And then obviously like me and our older brother Yoslo, we're going to talk about that on our other podcast, the Unknown Regions podcast.
Shout out.
But yeah, shout out. Dude,
Dude,
that
can I just
finale episode.
can
Oh
I just
my
say something?
goodness.
The finale episode came out on a Thursday. I was working. I work late, so I come home at 12 a.m.
Yeah.
and it just releases right when I get home, and I was like, this is
Oh,
perfect. I bought a steak, dude. I cooked the steak, and I like sat down in my chair and I watched that, and dude, it was so it's such a
I'll be
memorable
honest, I wouldn't be
experience.
able to like focus on eating. I was so when I watched it, so my son Luke, he went with his aunt and cousin. They went to this like play group thing. So I was by myself. I was able to like work on some YouTube stuff and like some things around the house, which was nice. And then I was like, oh my gosh, there's a new Invincible episode. So I like popped it on real quick. Dude, I was glued to my screen.
Yeah,
Like I watched it on my computer, so I was just like sitting here just like staring at it the whole time. And we won't
dude.
spoil it for people that haven't seen it.
Mhm.
Um, you know, maybe we'll talk like a minute of spoilers, but right now we're not gonna spoil it.
It made me,
Holy
I don't know.
moly.
It like increased my testosterone levels for sure. Like I started eating with my hands a little bit, you know.
Just tearing apart the meat.
Dude, yeah. But then I got a little, yeah, I won't spoil, but it was pretty awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, no, it's
And
incredible.
yeah,
I think, you know, we've talked a lot about like how animation doesn't get the kind of shine that it deserves. But this show is actually like charting on Nielsen, which is crazy because like, you know, peak shows like Arcane that other people have told about. I haven't seen it, but people tell me that show is also peak. Um,
hmm,
like they don't get the viewership like that Invincible's getting right now. Invincible is like blowing up right now.
right.
Um, and you know, it kind of did in season one. Season two kind of dropped off a lot because of the time in between seasons, and then they had a mid-season split,
Oh yeah, that was
and
big.
yeah, so they kind of lost a lot of people. But this season has absolutely brought back people, and it's like it's charting. It's all over social media, especially like the nerdy side of social media, because that's mainly where I'm at. But yeah, dude, it's incredible. I don't know. I think a lot of people are just to kind of to ramble for a second. A lot of people are looking for that next like thing, you know, because we had like Marvel, the MCU build up to Endgame, and that was like peak itself. You know, I'm gonna keep
Right.
saying peak for whatever reason.
The goat.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible to like be a part of that and to like experience that. And so like people are looking for that, and like Marvel's kind of fallen off a little bit. Star Wars has obviously fallen off a little bit. DC hasn't ever been on top of anything
Right.
lately, which sucks for them. But Invincible, dude, like this, that episode reminded me why I love superhero content. Like
Yeah.
that was like just like the impacts and like the fighting and the dialogue and the emotion behind the characters. I was like,
Hmm.
this is why I love superhero content. Like this is insane.
And dude, they could not have better casting for voice actors. They all
Bro.
do just perfect. So it's like
Yeah,
an amalgamation of all of that, and then saving the budget for. I mean, come on, they saved the budget for that episode, and
for sure.
you saw Mark's hair Like it was
that,
flowing,
yeah, I
dude.
know that one scene. Dude,
It
everyone's
was,
talking about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good. But yeah, they saved it, and it was worth it for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean,
And
even the episode before like had some pretty epic scenes, like where he's fighting.
right.
What's his name? Yeah, Big Head. um,
Oh
that was some
yeah,
like you could tell like
Angstrom.
throughout the season three. I was even like kind of skeptical in some of the animation. I was like, this looks rough. Like, why does it look so bad? Honestly, they just need a bigger budget, like because they
Yeah,
can't do another season
dude.
where it looks like that. Because some of the episodes were just trash, dude. They look like they weren't
Yeah.
even bad episodes. They just like were hard to watch because the animation was so choppy.
You know what's crazy? So I just learned this recently, but I don't know if you ever heard of The Legend of Vox Machina, the show.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, made by the same people, or
Okay.
animated. But Legend of Vox Machina looks freaking beautiful, and the fight scenes look amazing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? Like the budget wise, why is that getting so much, and then Invincible is not getting? Like, are they focusing on other things? And
Yeah, I've
but
heard some people say budget. I think a little bit too is like I don't think they wanted to wait as long, so I think maybe they did rush some stuff and like focused more on certain episodes.
not
Maybe
another
that was it.
mid-season break.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, exactly. They heard like the complaints, which is good. Like Robert Kirkman,
Yeah,
the guy like that created Invincible and that whole like universe. Um, he's like talked about like how he like listens to the fan base a lot, which is good.
right.
Like you
Yes.
should. Like these are the people that are like gonna ride with your show. Like you should be listening to them. You should be paying attention to what they say. And a lot of people were pissed with that mid-season break because it's like we waited how many years for that season 2 and then like
Oh man.
a mid-season break. Like what are you doing? Like
Hmm.
it's crazy.
But yeah,
Um,
least I could say is I've been pretty hyped about it, watching reaction channels just because I wanted to experience it more, and
Dude, yeah,
I
I
definitely
keep
did.
getting them on TikTok
Yeah,
reactions.
yeah. That one guy, Soups, dude, he gets so into it. There's this guy who
I
just
think I
like,
know who you're
yeah,
talking about. He had
he's
like
just,
tears in his eyes.
yeah, dude.
Oh
I
yeah,
respect that because I did too, man. I did too. And oh,
dude.
jeez.
Okay,
Oh,
well, okay. So spoilers for people that want to watch Invincible but haven't yet. We're gonna talk for like probably a minute, real quick, about some
okay.
spoilers. So skip ahead to a certain point. I'll put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen where
Nice.
to skip to. But yeah,
Dude, Oliver getting
dude,
dude,
that
every
Oliver
scene Oliver
moment.
is in.
Okay,
Oh, when
first
he's just
off,
like,
that
time for a
Oliver's
big
slide
beat
and
down.
punch and slide was pretty clean
It
in the
was.
beginning.
And
And
then he's
then,
like,
yeah, yeah, he said like big ass beat down, and then
and then
boom, gets
boom.
dribbled on the concrete.
Dude,
Oh
I
my
loved it.
god.
Because I'm like hit or miss with Oliver. I kind of think he's annoying, but
Nah, I
that
really like Oliver.
yeah, he seems like he has potential,
Dude's
but he's
dude is
too
like he's like that the typical like younger brother wanting to do everything that the older brother's doing, but he's also like ride or die for Oliver. Or I mean Mark. Like he's willing like he fought Conquest like strong he's like the second strongest Viltrumite under like Thrag.
right. Yeah, I
And
don't know the comics much, so
yeah,
for
like
spoiling it. But...
Thrag is like number 1. I think
Okay.
Krieg is pretty strong too. But like
Oh, okay.
Conquest is like number 2. Like
I'm Conquest. I love his voice.
dude,
Dude,
oh
Jeffrey
yeah.
D. Morgan. So good.
I'm so lonely. Like, oh, oh my
Dude.
goodness. Yeah, absolutely insane. Yeah, I was so uncomfortable when Oliver was getting like,
Torn apart? Yeah. He
yeah,
didn't, but I mean,
dude,
thankfully.
that tooth scene. I was like, he's gonna spit out like one tooth. No, he spit out all
He's
his teeth.
yeah, they made sure to know that like that punch like ruptured organs. If he wasn't
Yeah,
the
like,
Viltrumite, he'd be dead.
well, it's what's insane is like at first, like when Mark's mom like told Oliver to like be fast, don't let him grab you and stuff. I was like,
Gets
okay, like
grabbed.
I was like, if he can like stay away from Conquest, but Conquest is so fast, dude. Oliver didn't even see that punch coming. Like
Yeah.
Conquest just like appeared in front of Mark, slapped him, backhanded him, and then
Yeah.
punched Oliver right in the face
Yeah, he's like,
through a
catch your breath
building.
as I kill this kid.
Yeah,
Oh man. And the scene of him grabbing and going through the beach, he just
Oh,
was going
dude,
so fast that he just tore through people in the vicinity.
dude,
Like,
the air ripped him apart. That was
yeah,
insane. Which reminded me of that moment where Nolan destroys that planet and he goes so fast that he like demolishes the buildings and creates like a
super
firestorm.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, firestorms, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that scene also. That's season 1, but that scene is
Just like
also
when
one of my
Viltrumites show their
favorites.
power, it's so cool. But you know who
Yeah.
I'm gonna say? I don't know the comics, okay? I
Okay.
love Battle Beast.
Dude, Battle
I
Beast,
wanted to
yeah.
see him for so long, and I saw him in season 3, and I was so happy. And but if he went against Conquest, I think Battle Beast wins. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I really don't know.
I don't know
That's
the
a tough. I
comics.
think they would maybe be at a stalemate because like Battle Beast eventually dies to Thrag. Um,
Bro! What's wrong with you, man?
we're not gonna see that anytime soon.
Dude, I'm saying
Have you not seen a picture of Thrag? I'm
dude,
sorry, I had it
I
spoiled for me.
haven't. I was like,
Okay.
I said I don't know the comics, man. And he just I said Battle Beast is my favorite, and then you're just like, yeah, he dies.
No,
Oh,
okay.
okay,
Listen,
that's cool.
they fight for like
Wow,
days. They
dude.
fight him and Thrag fight for days, okay? But yeah, he does. Like I'm sorry, I thought you've seen like a picture of Thrag. Thrag has a
Hmm.
pelt has him as a pelt around his
Nah, dude.
shoulders.
Oh, jeez.
But no, I mean Battle Beast is gonna go out like a champ. Like in it honestly he wants to die like that. So it's
Right. But he's always said he's just
yeah.
like looking for a
Yeah.
worthy fight.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's just like all the freaking comic book readers, dude. They
You know
like
what? That just
post pictures of like
Mhm.
future stuff, and I'm like, well, this is all just like getting exposed for me. So,
Right. You know, that
yeah,
just sells it for me. I think I'm gonna buy all the comics. I'm gonna just buy them
dude,
all,
get
and
the
we'll just read them all.
omnibuses. Yeah, what you
It's
should
just,
do, just to support like local business, go to Everett Comics and buy them
yeah,
there.
I've been wanting to go there for a while, because it's been a minute.
Yeah, no, definitely. They have all the main volumes there. So,
Dude, I'm guaranteed people are buying them out right now. That's what I gotta say.
yeah,
Like,
it and what's really cool about the we haven't even gotten to the Star Wars,
it's
but
okay. It's okay. It's a
what's
short,
really
yeah.
what's cool about Invincible is like obviously it's already been written like in comic books, but like there's so much that's different in the TV show and what Robert Kirkman's talked about is like he's able to do a lot of stuff that he didn't think about in the comic books and it's kind of like
Right.
this is like a second draft or like a second final draft because like he had that first run where he like did the comic books obviously but now he's able to like go back through and be like oh it would have been really cool to have this in there and he's able to add dialogue at different moments like the train scene and that beach scene with Conquest wasn't in the comic books and so
Wow.
he's able to like add stuff like that he's able to add extra dialogue to like
Like with
Conquest.
yeah, Conquest saying like I'm so lonely and stuff. I saw that.
Dude,
That's
yeah,
I'm so lonely. Oh man, that little
yeah,
heart too. Right, dude.
oh yeah. Dude's
What
a
a
psychopath.
gross. Yeah.
He's like, no one wants to be my friend. I wonder why you're
Yeah,
trying to
you
like rip
freak.
people in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He's
like,
always just like, hey, you want to spar? Hey, dude, you want to spar? He's one of those guys you go to the gym and they're just
yeah,
constantly like, hey, let's spar,
yeah.
dude.
Or he just like punches you out of nowhere because he wants to fight. Yeah, I think him
Yeah.
and Battle Beast would be homies. Like they would love to just scrap, and I think they would be pretty evenly matched, honestly.
Mm, I mean, Battle Beast is honorable, you know? I don't know. He's got that
I don't
cool
think
aspect.
Conquest is like dishonorable.
Bro.
I think I think he's in. They're both in it for the love of the game, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
they're
I guess
both
so.
gonna fight however they can to win. But I mean, like Mark taking a bite out of Conquest's shoulder, like
Oh, dude.
Conquest wasn't doing biting anybody. Like Mark was going feral, like to beat Conquest,
Uh-huh.
which was sick.
Can I just say, finally seeing Adam Eve go crazy, like
Dude.
that was cool. Because I always thought I was like, can't she just rearrange people's like insides or something? But then I watched the Adam Eve special after this finale, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a mental block. And
Oh yeah, and she talks about it in the finale
right
episode.
in the finale, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah. It's only like in state of like near death where her body's like full potential like comes out. And that's
right,
only because like it's like I don't want to die. So,
right.
you know.
Which
Oh my gosh, but yeah,
oh,
her having like the Phoenix Force cuz she's a lot like Jean Grey
I don't know
from
who that is.
Marvel.
Oh,
Um
okay.
the like the Phoenix. I don't know. If,
Doesn't
yeah,
ring a bell.
but anyways, she's like a really powerful kinesis and telepath
Okay,
mutant. She's
kind
like
of
an
similar.
omega level, where she can like nearly warp reality and stuff like
Oh,
that.
jeez.
Yeah, up there with like Wanda and like other characters.
Right.
But
Actually, seeing her use her powers, that was cool too. Just like
dude,
using them in a strategic way instead of
the
just
air
like
density
walls.
move. Oh my
Dude,
god.
that was like, why haven't you used that sooner?
I was
You
like,
crazy.
how about you keep doing that?
Yeah, why don't you just do that all the time? Get like let Invincible get free hits and
It's
like,
funny because people
dang.
are like, wow, that was really effective. We'll probably never see that again.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
how dense was the air for Conquest to not be able to move?
Yeah,
Like
he's like,
that
what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Conquest new feeling for Conquest. He's like,
Yeah.
I've never felt that. Not being
Dude,
able to
but I
move.
was so scared when she showed up. I felt
I
that
thought she
when
was gonna
Mark was
die.
like, "No, please, no." Like cuz he saw the pink shield or whatever come up, and I
Right.
was like, "Oh my god."
Oh.
At
Like,
first I was like, "Yeah, yeah, he needs help. Like someone needs to help him." But I was like, Eve's going to die if she shows
yeah.
up.
She got folded going against the two in the Invincible.
Omnimark, yeah,
Yeah.
and Veilmark.
Yeah. Omnimarket. Swearing's not cool.
Yeah.
So dumb.
That was funny. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
oh no, do you have any final thoughts on
Any
Invincible
final
before
thoughts?
we
I was about to go into the Invincible like war or whatever
Oh yeah,
because that was
also
so
epic.
awesome.
Also
But
epic. Who
yeah,
was your
I'm
favorite
good.
variant?
Mo mm, dang dude, that's hard actually. What was yours?
Um,
Probably Mohawk is mine. He's just
Mohawk.
crazy.
He was just crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked I guess I didn't see a lot of him, but like full suit Mark was interesting as
Oh, the
a
one that
like
like Oliver
he's
tried
like
grabbing.
no, like the full mask where he's like, I miss my mom, like I'm here to like take her like
Oh,
back with me. Because it's interesting, like out of like all the evil marks and like they're all like bad, having one like that where it's like he's not good, but he's doing this like he's got like soft spots. It's
right.
kind of interesting. Um,
Who was the one that said he killed his own dad? Because that
what do you
he said
mean?
there was one. I can't remember which one it
I think
was.
it was Omnimark. He's like, I killed my dad and took his suit or whatever.
Oh, geez, man.
Yeah.
Like
So he
that's
killed
intense.
Omni-Man somehow.
Must have been a weaker version of Omni Man. Let's be real.
Well, yeah,
Multiverse.
because like some of these marks were pretty weak too, like the ones that died to the Animen,
Yeah.
Reanimen. Yeah.
Well, okay. The Reanimen
I mean, they're not weak, but like,
for some reason they're as strong as Viltrumites.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I guess it'll be interesting to see the Rihanna marks.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
yeah,
Ugh.
they're gonna be strong, dude.
Yeah. Cutting into
Which
their
I'm
muscles or like cutting into stone.
yeah. I will say I was bummed we didn't see anything with Alan and Omni Man.
Oh, I
You know,
know. Yeah.
I was like kind of hoping there would be like maybe a post credit think because we saw so many different like moments, like you know, Angstrom with the technicians and like
Dude, the technicians are so cool to me.
dude, they're
They are
cool. They
so
remind me of
cool.
the
Warhammer,
Mechanicum
dude.
from Warhammer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And their voices too, so
yeah.
deep and scary, man.
Oh yeah.
And then we saw
They
Battle
just
Beast, and it was just like
dude
all the ones who
him like sitting like in space just curled up,
is
and then he wakes
so
up and he
cool.
says more.
More.
Dude, the
His voice,
shred, the Viltrumite just shredded too, like
yeah.
just surrounding him.
Viltrumite got shredded. Like
Yeah.
what? I want to know more about like his race of people or something
I
like
guess
that's crazy.
what people say is like he's an outlier. Like his race isn't like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's just crazy? Okay.
because like you see, you know there's that council or whatever that one Viltrumite's a part of in Allen.
Oh yeah.
There's a battle
The
beast looking race that's a part of that council
Oh,
because
right.
like their race is like a part of the that coalition or whatever.
Yeah, Coalition of Planets. That's what it's called.
Coalition of planets. Yeah, yeah.
Alan, by the way, he's his
Dude is
abilities and
also
so yeah.
what's interesting about him is I guess like he only gets potentially stronger like the more he gets beat down, like the more
Right.
his body like evolves.
That's why that
Which is
one Viltrumite dude like let him live for himself or like try and survive like his own body.
oh yeah,
That was
exactly.
pretty cool.
Yeah. No.
My eye was
Um,
popped out.
oh jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess yeah, I guess that guy, that good Viltrumite that rebelled, he's
Yeah,
also like one of the strongest
nice.
of
I
the
mean,
list.
I guess older you get, more experience you get, like
Yeah, he's like
they
one of
don't
the
lose
oldest too.
muscle. Yeah.
Like obviously, once you if you're a Viltrumite getting gray hair, you got
Yeah.
to be old.
Well, oh yeah, he said Omni-Man was like, the older we get, the slower we age. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that's such a crazy like uh, just ability or whatever. Like
yeah.
holy.
No, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it'll be. Oh man, I can't wait for. They say the next season's coming out 2026, like the beginning of the year, like the first half of the year.
Oh heck yeah.
So I'm excited for that, dude.
Yeah.
But I think this is a good point where we can transition. You know, it's been about almost 30 minutes. We've talked about Invincible.
Yeah, we'll definitely have like a the time skip for people
Yeah,
who don't
yeah.
want to listen to
We'll put a
Invincible.
time skip. My goodness.
Yeah.
Uh, that's
Maybe
so
like a
funny.
banner in the corner saying Invincible talk the whole
Yeah,
time.
honestly, the thumbnail's probably gonna have Invincible in there, and then Yondu and all the Obi-Wan and all of them.
Hmm.
But yeah, so to transition, today we are meeting the coolest pirate in the galaxy, Hondo Anaka, and he's gonna teach us how to capture a Sith, how to capture and drug Jedi, and then we're also gonna see why it's not good to play both sides, because this might fall apart on him. But yeah, kind of jumping into it. There's only 2 episodes we're talking about. Just kind of lead us in. What do you think about these episodes?
Dude, honestly, just overall, let me say I really enjoyed these episodes. Got to see like I don't know, just seeing Jedi and Sith lords getting outsmarted is pretty cool.
Oh
But
yeah,
it starts off with Obi-Wan and Anakin doing like this plan where Anakin gets captured and then Obi gets him out of jail, where I guess Dooku is or whatever.
on their ship. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then they go after him, and Dooku like uses Force lightning. He has like this little escape route and stuff,
Dude,
which
the little
is
trap door in
yeah,
his like meditation chamber.
yeah. And Anakin was like, "Let's chase him," and then Obi's like, "Let's cut him off." And obviously, the differing moves, they both go separate ways. But
Yeah,
how,
exactly.
I just want to ask this: how do you? So I know you probably said this before, but with Force lightning, like how does that work? Like, what kind of power do you tap in for that?
Um, so with Force Lightning, I mean, it's dark side, um,
Right.
because it's very like corrupting. Like if it gets like it's draining on the person in terms of like force energy, which is why like it kind of like distorts Palpatine and makes him look, as
Uh,
corrupt as he is. Dooku obviously doesn't have as powerful of force lightning, which is why people can get hit with it and not die instantly, maybe
right.
just stunned. But
Didn't
yeah,
you?
it's very, you have to channel your anger. And what's interesting about force lightning is that it's very all consuming, as in like you can get lost in the power, because like the power
Uh,
that's flowing through you in the dark side is like so overwhelming that you can get lost in it, which is kind of what happens in Return of the Jedi. Is like Palpatine's so lost in his like force lightning on Luke, when he's like attacking Luke,
oh yeah.
that he doesn't like see or sense Darth Vader turning on him, which is why he's able to
Oh.
just like grab him, uh, you know, and just chuck him over the edge like that.
Yeah, that's a really good observation because I was always curious about that. It was so easy in a way.
Yeah, you think he would be able to sense him,
Right.
but he's so lost in that storm, which is like something in the Darth Bane trilogy, when he learns about Force Lightning and he's first like channeling it, he's getting so lost in the power, um, that he has to get like snapped out of it by like another Sith, Darth
Dang.
Bane. Yeah,
That's pretty
because
cool.
yeah, so obviously it takes a lot of discipline and focus to use it, but it's also very dangerous.
Right. That's cool. It adds like another layer to when I see people use Force Lightning because it
Yeah,
is an
totally.
effective tool. But
Yeah, and there's something called Force Judgment. I think we talked about during the Plo Koon episodes. He's a character in Legends. His version not canon Plo Koon, but Legends Plo Koon can use
That's
Force
it.
Judgment, which is like a yellow Force Lightning that's not very strong. Um,
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
gonna ask. Yeah, okay. So,
So Jedi
but no,
can use that in Legends,
but
but it's
probably like
also like a very. What's interesting about Force powers is like there's talents where like people have certain abilities. Like some are really good at speaking to beasts, like beast control. They're able to like Ezra is like someone that has a
right.
talent in speaking to different animals. Like he's able to like build a connection.
And Obi can
Anakin's
do mind
some
tricks.
Obi-Wan can do mind tricks, which is something that I recently read in the book I Jedi. There's a person named Corran Horn. He's a Jedi. He gets trained by Luke. Um, he has a talent in creating like illusions, which is along the same line as mind trick.
Right.
Like it's you're able to create illusions in people's minds. So he's able to make it appear like he's not there, or like people aren't don't notice him, things like that. Or like he's able to create complete like fabrications of reality.
Dang.
Yeah, but it's like a talent. And then like Anakin, he has like he gets visions of the future. Like so, some people are really good at seeing the future. It's just really cool because like
Right.
the Force talents are something that I think a lot of people don't necessarily know about the Force, and so like different Jedi have different abilities in it.
Do you think they go through like a point in their life where they like talent tree pops up on their screen and they have to choose?
I think it's yeah, it's like a discovery. Like
Yeah.
as a Padawan, it's something the Jedi Master probably helps them figure out about themselves.
Right. Like a
Yeah,
almost like a
but
quirk
also
or
that's
something.
like why some Jedi are really good at combat, lightsaber combat, and some aren't because they don't necessarily have the ability to like foresee like moves
Ah,
coming.
right.
And the same with like it's why some Jedi die to lightsaber or laser bolts because they're not able to like deflect them as easily or like stuff like that.
They don't have that like sense or something.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
just
I see.
like it's just different levels of power, which is cool, for
Yeah.
Jedi.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I think mine I don't know. I was gonna say some weird talent that I would have, but I cannot think of something.
I mean, telekinesis is a really good one. Some Jedi aren't good at it. Like Corran Horn, the guy I was talking about that does illusions, he can't even really do telekinesis. Like he can barely
Really
pick up anything. Um,
interesting.
whereas like someone like Luke can see like visions of the future. He can do telekinesis. He can like alter minds. So like the more potential you have, the more like power you have in the Force. So it's really
Right.
interesting. Whereas someone like Yoda too, who's like trained for like 900 years, can do like everything, like
Right.
because
Like
he's
me.
yeah okay well
Alright.
uh,
So yeah,
but where are we in this episode, huh?
yeah. So they end up chasing Dooku. He's got a cool ship, man. What's that ship called?
The Solar Sailor.
Solar Sailor. Because that thing's.
Yeah,
I like the shape of that. That's interesting.
yeah, it's really cool because
It's like
it's really fast. um it's got that big like sail that opens up.
oh
uh yeah, it doesn't in this episode.
oh okay, gotcha. I
Yeah,
see.
because he just like crashes
Yeah,
pretty
he
much.
crashes on that weird place. I forgot
That
what the
moon, yeah. And that's why
um
like Hondo's like, oh, you're rich. Like he's like, you got a solar sailor or whatever. Like he
right.
like recognizes the ship. And Dooku's wealthy because he is a duke. Or like he's not a duke, he's a count of
He's a Duke.
Sereno.
Ooh,
Yeah. Duke Dooku.
that'd be good.
He's a count of
Yeah.
Sereno, which is his planet. So he's like
Oh.
royalty on his planet. Like he's the ruler of this planet.
Right, and I honestly just by looking at him, I would be like, from that like cloak clasp, I'd be like,
Oh
you're
yeah, he
rich,
looks
you're
like
rich, rich.
yeah, your money.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, Dooku easily traps freaking Obi-Wan and Anakin in that cave. It was
Dude, yeah,
crazy.
just plays them.
Yeah,
And then those
and
Gundarks show up.
those Gundarks, dude, what the freak are those things?
Yeah.
They were creepy.
But
But
in the original trilogy, you hear Han Solo say to Luke, "You look strong enough to pull the ears off a Gundark."
oh
uh,
shoot, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. Wow, that's cool.
I wouldn't want to fight one of those
Yeah.
things.
No, no thanks, dude. Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, Dooku goes back, then he sees the pirate dude. Oh yeah, and they were in the cave, right? Obi-Wan's lightsaber friggin' just started malfunctioning.
Yeah.
Like, how often does that happen? That's got to be
I mean, it can happen with extreme damage. So I mean, you know,
rocks falling.
rocks falling on you. Like Anakin's in Attack of the Clones gets cut in half, and you see it sparking and stuff.
Right.
Different like components too. That if they fail on the lightsaber, because obviously the kyber crystal is like essential. It's like the heart of the lightsaber. But there's different components that channel the power through there
Right.
and create the actual blade. So I mean, if they malfunction or get damaged, then yeah, you're not going to be able to work your
That,
lightsaber.
that's just rough, man. I mean, if I had
Yeah.
the Force, I would just disable one little thing on a lightsaber. Done. We're
I mean,
good.
that'd be kind of hard to do, especially. See, people talk about that in combat a lot. They're like, why don't people just turn off their lightsaber and turn it back on? Um, like the ability to use the force while you're in combat, other than just like force pushes or like things like that, is really hard. Because like using the force takes a lot of focus. So it like annoys me when people are like, "Oh, why didn't he just do this or this or this or this?" And I'm like,
Right.
"Well, speaking in universe, not outside of the universe, with like plot holes and like obviously this person needed to die because of the writing or something.
Yeah.
In universe, that just takes a lot of focus.
It
Like
does. Yeah, that does make sense.
yeah, like Master I'm a Gundy or whatever during that one episode.
I'm
People are
gonna
like, why didn't
die.
he just use the force to like push those droids? It's like he was using the force to deflect all those laser bolts, and if he like slipped up once, he was gonna get hit. And so like to use the force in telekinesis would take away from his focus in deflection. Like
Right.
you can't just block laser bolts as a normal person. Like you're not gonna be able to use a lightsaber like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're me.
Okay. Well, unless you have insane reflexes like Daredevil or maybe a super soldier like
That reminds me of
the
that one
Chief. Yeah.
Daredevil scene. He's versing that one guy. What's his name? Crosshair? No, it's not Crosshair.
Bullseye.
Bullseye. Yeah, and they were just like flinging stuff at each other. That was crazy.
Oh, dude. Oh yeah. That's another show that's happening right now. There's 3 episodes out.
Oh yeah,
There's a new season.
the is it like Reborn or
Yeah. Born Again,
Born Again? Right.
which is a comic book series that
Oh,
happened.
so they're following like a strict story. That's cool.
Well, what's
Uh,
funny is like Born Again already happened in season 3 of the Netflix. Like
oh
that
really?
story already happened. So it's like this one's like they're using the title, but it's a little different. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta say I like the pirates UFO style ships. What's that big one called? Do you know?
I don't know the name of their ship, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Straight up UFO.
Yeah, it's a UFO, which is funny because like you think like, oh, if the Earth exists in the Star Wars universe, then that
They
would
probably
explain
saw
like
that.
the UFO ships, like they're just the pirates, like
Yeah, there's just pirates
yeah,
coming by.
yeah,
Oh, that's good. But yeah, and then the smaller ones, they look like small, like Starship Enterprise from
yeah,
Star Trek.
like the
Yeah,
little shuttles or like
yeah,
yeah, no,
pretty
it's
cool.
pretty cool. I like the design. It's unique. It's different than all the other ones.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Uh,
continue.
yeah. So they end up like capturing uh Dooku, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta say, it was pretty hilarious seeing two Jedi's in a cave. The episode jumped back and forth between Dooku and then the cave, so
Yeah.
it's not all like together. But the Obi-Wan and Anakin almost dying of poison gas is just like
Dude,
they were about to die,
they
man.
were literally gonna die, and then
Yeah,
Ahsoka comes in clutch.
yeah.
Oh
And then
my
of course Anakin's
goodness.
like, "Oh, we were fine. No, it wasn't that bad."
Oh, I know, and it's like, dude, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Like, it's also what I found funny is like Anakin running from the Gundark while Obi-Wan is like,
He's just talking. Yeah,
yeah,
he's like, "Oh, you gotta be careful, Anakin." He's like, "Help me, dude, help!"
yeah, and then the
Yeah.
gas leak, yeah, but no, doesn't Hondo he like contacts the Republic and is like,
Oh
hey,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
He contacts
how
them,
about
and
you give me
then
some money?
yeah, of course he's just instantly looking for the money, right? And then
Yeah,
right when Obi and Anakin get back to the ship, they get contacted like, "Hey, you want to go get Dooku again?"
I mean,
Literally,
they're
they were
right in the
right
area.
there. Yeah, it just works out.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the pirate music that goes hard, dude. I want that on my
Right?
playlist. I want that on my playlist. That's good.
There's certain moments in Clone Wars where the music, like they'll walk into like clubs or bars and it's like, oh, this is like
This is
bumping, man.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Um,
think their name is Weequanes. Is that it?
Weekway.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
dude, and there was like a scene of a freaking Weequane just decking a Jawa, and he punched him so hard he went flying, dude. That poor Jawa got smacked.
dude, so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love the pirates because they're just space pirates, dude. They're just like they're
Yeah.
hooligans. They drink, they party, they steal, they fight. Like that's all they do.
It's all in it for themselves. Yeah, I
Yeah.
respect that when people put them into their like stores and stuff because there's always gonna be that one intelligent guy, and that was what was his name? Yandu? Not
Yeah.
Yandu. Is it
Hondo Onaka.
Hondo? Right.
Yeah. If you
Um.
go to Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland or Disney World, he shows up there. Like
Seriously.
he's an animatronic on
Oh, gotcha.
one of the rides.
He's got a cool
Uh,
voice for real.
the Millennium Falcon ride actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I
Hmm.
remember. You had some videos from there, right? You been there?
Oh yeah. I
Nice.
went there 2023, which is like 2 years ago now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good
no,
time.
yeah, it was. I think there's a lot of potential with like Star Wars and like amusement parks. I
Oh,
think there's
sure.
more that they could do. It's based in the sequel timeline, like in that era, which is kind of
Oh,
a bummer. I think what they should do is something, if they, I don't think they should exclude the sequels because I think there's a lot of people that, would be down with that. And especially like a lot of kids that watch the sequels. Like, we grew up with the prequels. I think a lot of kids watch the sequels. Um, and I think there's people that like those characters like Kylo Ren and Rey. But
yeah.
I think what they should do is have like three different areas so you can go through the timeline. You can go
Oh,
in the prequel era and you can go like on a prequel ride and there's like characters walking around like Anakin and Obi-Wan or Mace Windu or
yeah.
characters that are around during that time, maybe like a young Ahsoka. And then you go to the Empire era and you can see like Luke and you can see Leia, Han, Chewbacca. You can meet, an older Ahsoka, Ezra Bridger, things like that. And you see like there's like clone troopers in the prequel one, then there's like stormtroopers in the
Yeah.
Empire era original trilogy, and then there's like keep going, you go to the sequels, and then obviously you have like those stormtroopers, Kylo Ren, Rey, and yeah, that would be really cool. And then having like you can make like I don't know, make the prequel one look like Coruscant, make the
Have like the themes for it, like as if like you're going through the movies
yeah,
again. Like that'd be so sick.
yeah, as if you're going through the moons or like you're walking through like the underbelly of Coruscant,
Oh
um,
shoot. Yeah.
or like and you have like Coruscant guard troopers walking around, or maybe like you're on Naboo or something. I don't know. There's just so much potential
There's
with
a
like
lot.
Star
Yeah.
Wars as a theme park, and you can make it so immersive. And I think like creating like the uh, the planet, what's it called? It's like Black Spire Outpost is like what the location is called at Galaxy's Edge. Um, and it's like a specific planet in Star Wars, like that they created just for the amusement park. It's like they didn't have to do that. Like there's already
Oh,
stuff.
there's so
I don't
much
know.
like assets that they can use. You know.
Yeah, there's so much potential they can use, and like the fact that they just did sequels because those were the movies coming out at that time is like such a
Right.
letdown because like there's so many like prequel fans and like original trilogy fans that would want to experience, what they saw as a kid, and they want their kids to experience that, or like I don't know.
Yeah.
They only did the sequels because like those were the movies coming out at that time, and that was their movies, which kind of
Yeah.
sucks. But goodness, that was a long tangent.
No, no, it's good. It's good for people to know that, and like, it's so true that there's so much potential there, and it's kind of just getting squandered a little bit.
Yeah, and
But yeah,
that's just I think Universal, I guess, with Harry Potter, seems like it's a better experience than Galaxy's Edge. Like I've seen
Really?
Universal in like I think Orlando, down in Florida. Uh, Looks awesome, dude. Like it looks like you can walk through Diagon Alley, and like you can see the dragon, and it spits like
Dang.
actual fire.
Oh, that's
Um,
sick.
and the rides are just better. So I guess like Universal's like killing it with their Harry Potter world, if you want to call it that.
I got a thing or two
Um,
to learn then.
yeah, Disney just needs to step it up, I think. And I guess
They
they
got
have
the money.
plans for like different stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the future they, did different stuff at Galaxy's Edge. Like, I don't know, just switch it around, man. Like, I don't think it should just be like the sequel era. I don't know.
Right.
I'm someone that obviously doesn't like the sequels, but
But yeah, they
there's
could have
people that,
variety to
yeah,
appease to every audience. Yeah.
yeah, appease like every fan. Like, why just to single out like one select timeline is just so like limiting on like the potential.
Right.
Yeah. But what do you think of how Hondo captured Anakin and Obi-Wan?
Dude, okay, so it ends with
Oh,
them
yeah,
getting a
yeah, Hondo.
drink, right? And then they swap it out with the person right next to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, let's go, they're good. And then the next episode they got drugged. And I'm like,
Yeah,
wait, what? How did they
they wake
like
up and they're like hanging, right? They're like, or
yeah.
are they in a cell? I can't
They're
remember.
they're in a cell and they were
Yeah.
captured. And I'm like, huh, dude? I thought they switched out the drink. But I
Yeah,
guess they accounted for that.
yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. It's kind of vague. It's like, did they get drunk? Like, was the drink just really strong and they got like drunk?
oh.
Or were they like drugged? Um, it's hard to tell.
I bet
What's
Hondo
funny is
just
like,
did like all the drinks just cuz.
yeah, no, exactly. They just like partied a little too hard.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah, it's funny because like Obi-Wan's always getting drinks, dude. Like he's always like every bar he goes to, he
If
in
he's on
Attack
the
of the
job, you
Clones he
know.
gets one. In A New Hope he gets a drink. He's always just like
I
he's
respect
like, you
that.
know what? Why
Why
not?
not? Yeah, exactly.
He
But
won't
yeah,
he
they
won't
wake up.
let you sell death sticks, but he'll have a shot with you.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, they're called death sticks, man. You gonna let them
Yeah.
people sell death sticks?
Hey, I want to buy some death sticks.
Do we even know what they do?
Yeah, so dang, what character is it? Jason Solo, or there's a Luke descendant, or like someone like a grandkid or something that gets like hooked on death sticks. Yeah. So, I don't know.
And it's just probably like
He
Fen.
hallucinates a lot. I don't know. It's a drug, yeah. It's not like spice. Like spice is different. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Who knows?
Right.
Maybe death sticks are made with spice, but either
Interesting.
way, it's not good for you. There's a reason.
There's a reason it's called death sticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they wake up in the same cell as Dooku, which, like, I love this setup already because just
Oh
like
yeah.
being set up in the same cell is obviously gonna be some good stuff. But yeah, deals within deals within deals is what I said. Never trusted pirate
Yep.
because they got like 1,000 different angles they're coming at. And then
Yeah.
I got a Jar Jar jump scare. I did not expect them coming through the hologram, and then I was like, oh my gosh! But yeah,
Yeah. Him
uh,
accompanying that senator or whatever.
yeah. What were those pilots? Because they had like the yellow trim.
Like the yellow trim helmet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or,
that's
I forgot the
that's just the
name.
pilot helmet, like oddball. Like obviously my logo that you can see at the top here has that yellow.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's not oddball, is it? And I hope
No,
it isn't,
no,
because
no,
then
because they're dead.
yeah,
Oddball wouldn't get shot down. That's
true, true. Well, I mean, oddball didn't have Jar Jar coming up in the cockpit with him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, here, go back
Sorry.
down.
Yeah, it's so awkward, dude.
I like the seats though that like lower and raise up into the
Oh
cockpit.
yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
it is pretty cool. You got to see more like the inner,
The fact that Jar
mechanical
Jar
works.
gets command though, he's like the
Oh,
highest
dude.
ranking member of
Yeah,
those,
it's like,
Coruscant Guard.
please, but he's got some
He's
tricks,
got some
but
moves, like
he really
because
does.
he's a Sith Lord. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
one guys
know.
that. Oh, true. Yeah, he's a Sith Lord. That's true. Because yeah, he's able to, freaking improvise and then get those animals. Like he's connected with nature. It's been
Yeah,
showing throughout all the episodes. He's got something with it.
yeah.
Exact. That's his Force talent, dude.
No.
This is crazy. This is
No,
crazy.
no, this theory's getting out of hand.
You just talked about it, man. It's so true.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask you what you thought of like Dooku and Anakin and Obi-Wan working together to try to escape because they're all like
Dude,
handcuffed together.
yeah, I have that written down right here. One of my favorite shticks when bad guys and good guys have to work together, and like this is like
Right?
key example, dude. And oh man, Anakin being just like, we gotta, or Obi's like, I don't know if he's just being like sarcastic or whatever, but he's like, hey, trust Dooku. He's good. He's got it.
Yeah, there's a lot of old jokes too, and like
Yeah.
just like I can see them in the writing room being like, well, what if we make them work together? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's
they're
just
just
like
laughing
it's
it up.
hilarious because also like Anakin and Obi-Wan are like they're very like lighthearted and they quip a lot, and
Mhm.
then Dooku's like so serious, like he's
Dude,
so
Dooku's
serious and stoic.
he had a line. He was just like, I would kill you both if I didn't have to drag your bodies.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like, dude,
know.
that's so good. What a good line.
It's
But yeah,
yeah, it's fantastic, but obviously this doesn't really work out for them.
no. And then second try, they used Jedi mind tricks, which
Mhm.
was worked out for a second, and then followed the Sith Lord saying, "This way's fine. We can go this way." It didn't work out.
Nope.
Um, but then going back to Jar Jar, the acid geysers, dude, terrifying for
Can you
one.
imagine?
Yeah, and then when they dived in one, I was like, "Uh-oh, that's not good."
A good place to hide, but also you need to get the heck out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're able to get out, and then they start riding those things, chasing after the people with the spice, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
What are those? Do you know those rhino things are called?
I have no idea.
They're pretty
I think it's
cool.
the only time you see them, but
They make a cool
they're-
noise.
yeah. Oh yeah, they're like
That's pretty good. Yeah, that was good. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, they end up riding those, and they're actually as fast or faster than speeders, which is pretty
Dude,
cool.
it's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then I don't know if you've seen. Have you ever seen the game Chained Together?
Yes, I have.
Dude, that's what they're playing. Anakin,
The way they were
Dooku, and
hopping,
Obi.
yeah.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
I
this
hit
is
my mic.
so good.
Yeah, no,
This
that
is
was
so good.
hilarious.
They're using like the Force to jump, and still ends up not working because Hondo is like right there on the other edge, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, "Yo, what's up?"
He's
Guess
like,
we
"You
won't
really
be
think you're
friends.
Getting out of here? Like, come on.
And then we
But,
go back to Jar Jar.
Yeah, so
Jeez.
like obviously Jar Jar, you know, he's the Republic's like good on their like, you know, spice or whatever. They're like paying for the release of Anakin, Obi-Wan, and then Dooku,
As well.
the capture of them. But the Separatists, what do they do, right? I mean, or am I jumping ahead? Like, do you have stuff to talk about?
So yeah,
Oh, I'm thinking about a different episode.
you might be
actually.
thinking about a different one because
Yeah,
they
no,
were so
hold on.
worried
I'm
because
ahead.
yeah,
I'm
Hondo was
ahead.
just like, hey, he's like, if we contact the Separatists, they're gonna kill us, send an army, so we're not gonna do that. And so he's
Yes.
pretty smart. Jar Jar ends up taking, so he's like bombat clankers, which just means what, like scary, like what does that mean? Is that, I can assume.
I mean, Bombat is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like,
It's like, clankers, like bad ones or whatever.
Clankers are like, oh no, like,
Dude, one of the lines from one of the tanks was the funniest thing. He's like, this isn't a representative, he's a plague.
yeah, oh yeah, because like everything's like falling apart.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it just worked out. And
Dude, they get a
with
whole
little bit
tank.
of Jar Jar like moving those tanks and like messing with them. It's got to be the Force. It's gotta be the Force.
All right, here we go.
It's
again.
too simple. It's too simple. But yeah, they end up getting this, you know, getting back over there. Ends up Obi and Anakin make it out, and then Dooku escapes on the UFO.
Yep.
And then they leave with like a really cool line, or like Hondo is just like, "You guys just gonna walk away?" And Obi's like, "Yeah, well, we have no trouble. Just call it a
hold grudges or anything.
yeah." We're fair. We're leaving the slate
warning
clean.
about Dooku.
Yeah, he's like, but just be careful. The Separatists do not hold our same values. And
Oh yeah.
yikes!
See, that's what I was thinking about.
Right.
It's not. I don't think it's a next episode, next podcast, but I think upcoming episodes, you'll see,
They know where they
Dooku holds a
live.
grudge. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
treated poorly, and obviously,
had to work with Jedi, and you know,
yeah,
was nearly
horrible.
captured. Yeah, but Jar Jar saved the day. Thankfully, that's good.
Yeah, of course. Somehow Jar Jar did.
Yeah, these
Somehow.
early seasons have a lot of Jar Jar. I'm realizing. Maybe that's why people don't like these early seasons.
Really? I
Uh,
don't know, dude. He's pretty.
I
He's
don't hate
fine.
Jar Jar. I don't know. Some people like crash out about
Despise
him.
him. Yeah, it's like, come on, dude. He's just a guy.
Yeah,
Let him be.
yeah.
Just a funny character.
He's just goofy. He was meant for the kids, and I think he does what he needs to do. Yeah, but
Made for the kid. Guess I'm a freaking kid, dude, and I freaking like him.
kid at heart, we
Yeah.
like Jar Jar. I don't know. I think it's good to have a little bit of comic relief. I watched this one person. It was like her first time going through the movies, and she was just like kind of reacting. She did the original trilogy, and then she did the prequels,
Right.
and she was laughing at Jar Jar. She thought it was funny, and like that's his
Exactly.
whole point. Like
See, when it's
some
an
people, some people get so annoyed. Yeah.
and it's all, it doesn't help that it's like on like the bandwagon, you know? People will
Oh
just like
yeah.
keep piling on oh yeah, the guy kind of does suck. And then they
Yeah.
start thinking that. But if you watch it with like a unfiltered, like no, like a non-corrupted mind, and
Yeah.
you'd probably enjoy him
Hmm.
most of the time.
I
So
think to jump back to Invincible, that's like I'm seeing that a lot with Immortal, and like I get where some people are with Immortal and like hating on him, but at the same time, he's a tragic character.
yeah, he's respectable, but yeah,
Like
he's also tragic. Yeah.
it's like imagine like because you see like when he first gets his powers, he's like a freaking caveman. Like he's like,
Right.
and he gets his powers and he lives through everything, and like he dies like I don't know who knows how many times he dies, and like he's always like underpowered too. Like he never fights a fair fight. There's
Right.
no winnable fights that he's ever gone into, and I
Right.
just like it's rough. Like I get like where a lot of the mortal hate comes from, but at the same time, I think he's pretty tragic. And I think that one episode where it showed an alternate universe of him being like the ruler of Earth or whatever,
Dude.
left in charge by a Mark variant, like that shows like he he's a
Why did
tragic
you leave
character.
me? Yeah,
Yeah,
that was so I love that, man. That hit me
yeah,
hard. I
yeah.
was
I
like,
don't know.
dang.
The mortal hate gets out of hand. But
Truly.
yeah, people jump on the bandwagon. They're like, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. They do.
Same with Jar
Pe-
Jar. They just hate on him because it's fashionable.
They're right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, people just like jumping or being with the yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
covered
yeah, yeah.
it. we
Yeah,
get
no,
it.
we get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these episodes were fun. I really enjoyed these episodes. I'm happy to hear that you did too. And it's like always fun to see like Jedi and Sith, and then throw pirates in there, and
Yeah.
you got a
Especially seeing
fun,
them lose that bad. Like they
yeah,
got captured multiple times and not being able to get
multiple
out.
times.
Just a pirate place, you know? Out of all the
Yeah,
places, pirates, I mean, they're incredibly intelligent.
yeah. They have like that whole compound, and everything.
Yeah,
Hondo's a cool character, and these episodes and like the result of like what happens in these episodes, like kind of like you just see a lot of Hondo throughout the show, and it all
that's
starts
cool.
here, which is it's fun. Like it's really
Love that.
cool, and
I
you
love it.
even see him in Rebels. Like he even shows up in Rebels. So
Really? Wow.
yeah, which we'll watch after Clone Wars, so you'll know. But
Well, you just spoiled
I
that he
guess
lives that long.
actually after Bad Batch,
Just
because
kidding.
we gotta watch Bad Batch.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
we gotta watch Tales of the Jedi too. Oh,
Oh, so much.
yeah.
Oh, it's never ending.
Who
No, I was
who knows
kidding.
how long it'll gonna take us to go through the Clone Wars? We're doing like 2 to 3 episodes every
Yeah,
other
I was
week.
gonna talk to you about this. We might end up having to increase it, like maybe 2 or even 3, like
Yeah,
uh, like little arcs, like we've been doing, but just mash them together, and then we can
yeah,
go. I could do a little less, a little more abbreviated notes, so then we can
yeah.
get
I
through it.
think maybe like less. Yeah, maybe less about like maybe we can just summarize the episode, and then
Right.
we can talk about cool moments or things that we had issues with. I have it planned out all the way till episode 10, so maybe after episode 10, I'll condense some of this stuff.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, a little peek behind the curtain there for you guys that are listening. But next time we're discussing again 2 episodes, season 1, episode 13, and episode 14, which is Jedi Crash and Defenders of Peace. Um, yeah, it's an awesome
Interesting.
episode that shows the realities of war and the duty of the Jedi. So that'll be
Nice.
cool.
Duty. You said
Okay.
duty.
All right. Grow up, huh? Any final thoughts before we head out of here? I know that, this is half a Star Wars episode and half an Invincible superhero episode. So,
Hey man, I gotta have that first half, just talking about fun stuff. I think
we
it's
had to get
good.
that out of our system.
Yeah. We just
And
watched it. It was current.
yeah, it's in the forefront of my mind. Let's be real. I'm still thinking about it. It's all over. It's all my TikTok feed is. It's just
Right.
Invincible
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Uh,
Constant.
you were given more time than most. Oh,
Dude, I memorized the beginning lines, what he
dude,
says,
it's
because
so epic.
he's
um,
pretty cool.
if you're skeptical, that was a good conquest, by the way. If you're skeptical of watching Invincible, don't don't wait. Watch it now. Well
Yeah.
worth it.
Just get into it, man. That's what I've
Yeah.
been telling brother Sam, because he's been kind of iffy. He's like, I tried watching like season 2, episode 1. I'm like, dude, just get on, man. Get on
No,
with
just
it.
get into it.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's worth it.
And oh yeah, not to talk about like it more, but just the music that it has. Like it's good. Like they got good music rights and stuff.
Oh,
Seriously.
100%. 100%.
But yeah, that's it. I'm done with. I'm good for all that. uh, yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Nah,
Just
I
ready to
won't say
close this
anymore.
out, man.
Invincible. Let's close it out. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you smash a like on this video. If you're listening to Spotify, make sure you're following us there. Leave a review. We'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel. Check out Lokke's YouTube channel. I think I'm trying to remember. It's at Lokke.
It's just Lucky Lock. That's
At
what it
Lucky
is.
Lokke. Super easy to find. You can check them out on Twitch as well. Check me out on Twitch. Follow me on there. We're on all platforms, it seems like, for streaming, at least the 2 big ones. I know there's other
Right.
streaming platforms, but YouTube and Twitch, that's where it's at. And yeah, no, I appreciate you guys all for listening. Yeah, take us out of here, man.
And thanks everyone. And may the force be with you all.
And also with you. Okay.